curious chimps.
Why the humanity are afraid about all these beautiful plants and you know and rituals and ceremonies, and it's because all the history about the fear, the power. And if you guys, if you take a look in the history, all the not all but almost all the basically the psychoactive components, they the background here, these low vibration forces, incarnated in some leaders here. They just take this in the big companies, and with the sacred tobacco, they just create cigarettes.
Yeah.
With the coca leaves, a sacred medicine plant, used in the Andes for thousand years and generations. They right now they just do the coke and just put it in, and let's fill this chair.
Yeah.
Same thing with almost all sacred plants, DMT,
Yeah.
with all that chemical component. So they try to, put it there to make look bad, make look, this is not good for you guys. So we have the solution here with the pharmacy companies, and a different government, with all these societies, about chemical industries in the in the planet. So also we are talking about here about magic, and for really in the Inquisition, if you guys, if the people is take a look in the history, we are already understand why Jesus, he go to to India to try with sacred plants with opium, and then he come back and everybody want to kill that man.
Yeah.
And he's like the biggest enemy of the Pharisees.
Yeah.
Same thing happened right now with the Catholic religion, because that religion they are not totally aligned with this kind of situations with sacred plants, and it's almost satanic, and the Pachamama is a satanic symbol too, and so what is the big message here, guys, for all the people is follow yourself, follow your guidance, and stop to put attention to all that bullshit the television tell you, the history tell you, because that history is writing by human beings, and human beings, we are not perfect. We don't have the almost 100% true, because we don't know our past. We don't know about our own history. We don't know where we come from, what we are doing here. Nothing at all. We don't know nothing at all. I think so. The 80% of this planet is they're living like zombies. They really don't know what they're doing, and they thinking they come here just to go to your jobs, guys, and then feeding your family and feel yourself happy because you have your American dream.
Yeah.
But that is bullshit.
It's the same thing happening to the plants that's happening to the people.
This is for you guys to live absolutely in a dream. So if you guys you want to really make your dreams come true and stop to live in that illusion you are creating, it's time to take responsibility first about yourselves and stop to thinking about others. Think about you, take care about you, be the best version of you, understand yourself. And maybe you're not going to need sacred plants or whatever, but don't judge something you never tried, you never experienced, because you don't know that.
Yeah, there's so much judgment.
The important things here, before to start judging people or things, is make sure about what kind of shit you are talking about, what kind of thing you're talking about, because it's putting in your mouth something poisoned for people. It's just like just put dynamite in your mouth, and an explosion of fire comes throughout, and burn everybody. If you don't know what are you talking about.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened when you're just taking and digest information from outside, from news or many things like that, governments or whatever, and you take it like the 100% truth, and you don't, uh, guys, you need to have, the encourage to doubt, to say that this is truth or not. Maybe not. Okay, let's research, let's study, let's go there and let's live this experience.
Yeah.
But if you just say, oh yes, yes, let's do it because everybody's doing that shit.
Yeah, out
So
of fear,
let's
of
put
course.
the vaccine. Oh, that is gonna be the solution because everybody's putting the vaccine. I'm gonna do the same shit too. It's just
Exactly.
like, come
yeah.
on, man.
It's kind of like a hypnosis. We're monkeys, like.
That's it.
You grew up with the plants. A lot of us grew up with the news, and the TV and the government and all this kind of hypnosis. And I mean, like I was talking about my cousin, she OD'd recently, like to what Drew was saying about Blake. It's not exactly the same situation, but I had the answer. I knew she was going through a hard time, and it was with drugs. And we've interviewed people who do iboga ceremonies. And it's a little more clinical, but it's still very effective to help people. And I didn't think to make that connection. Now that she's passed away, I'm thinking whatever the money, whatever the energy that I needed to put in, of course I would have done it. But I had a block inside myself that it wasn't even possible or necessary. And it's like it's a unconscious fear. It's like it's complicated, It's like it's well, maybe it's not so complicated, but it's kind of hidden inside us. Like you're saying, and Drew was saying as well, that the medicine is also just our hearts, just finding your center, like you're saying as well, and just being in your power in that sense.